Hey there, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing this single lens reflex camera. I know there's a lot of different cameras out there on the market, so hopefully this video can help you make a good purchasing decision. We're going to be getting this hooked up to and set up on a tripod here and taking a look at the tripod as well. Now this camera boasts a lot of different features. I'm not going to go over them step by step, but you can check out that link below. I'm going to link all these products here, and whatever you see in the video should be able to pick those up or read more about it. Now this camera has interchangeable lenses. As you can see here, we've got a 70 to 200 millimeter Canon lens on this thing. It is awesome. Now my preference is to carry the camera with the lens attached inside this neoprene case here. It's a perfect fit for this Canon camera and provides it lots of protection, and I think it looks kind of cool too. It kind of aesthetically goes with the camera. So let's go ahead and get the camera out here along with the tripod, and I'll just go over some basic features and give you some kind of a visual tour before you sink hundreds of dollars into a camera and tripod. You can check this thing out. Now this tripod has been with me for several years, and so I can really speak to its durability. And you'll see how that works in a second. But here's a better look at the camera out of the little carrying bag. Now this thing, as I mentioned, has interchangeable lenses. It's got megapixels up the wazoo, so you shouldn't have to worry unless you're a professional photographer or making these huge prints. Shouldn't have to worry about megapixels being an issue here. Now I'm preferential to Canon. I think they make a really fine single lens reflex camera. This is the standard lens that it comes with, you can see here, and it's a pretty bulky camera, I would say, but it definitely feels relatively lightweight, and it feels professional, even though, as I mentioned, it's a mid-range camera. You've got your dial up here that can switch between manual modes and automatic modes, your viewfinder there, and it's got a fully automated touchscreen, and I'll show you what that looks like pretty soon, so stay with me. Here are some of the pieces that I like to carry around with it. Your charging cable, a lightning cable that can adapt the USB end there, you can see, to your phone, so you can easily upload your phone via cord. Now this camera also has built-in Wi-Fi, which is awesome. You can upload your photos via Wi-Fi to your camera or to your computer or device. Here's a better look at that case I was telling you about. It's got two really convenient little elastic travel pouches, or little pouches along the side. The marsupial, so to speak, right? Here's a look at the inside. Adequate padding to really protect your investment, of course. This is this case has been with us for also several years and has held up well, unlike other cases that we've tried for other cameras. The straps break, the zippers break, and whatnot. So this thing definitely is holding up well, like I said. So we carry the cords in there for transferability and the travel power pack. Now I like this charging device here. You can just plug directly into the wall. There's no cables associated with the charging, which is awesome. Here's a better look at the camera with a bigger lens attached. As you can see, it can handle a professional lens without any problem at all. Now, I would say this is not a mid-grade lens. This is one of your higher grade lenses, right? At 70 to 200 millimeter, the the aperture on it is ridiculously low. So it really has a lot of versatility as a camera. Again, it can fit your standard lens, or if you ever want to upgrade, you can easily do that. So just some visual shots here for you of what it looks like with that bigger lens attached. All right, if you are interested in a bigger lens, here's a look. And I'll try to link this or a similar lens below if you're interested in checking out the price and whatnot. This takes some pretty amazing photos. Obviously, you've got zoom function, and remember, if you're buying a lens that's not originally built for a digital single lens reflex, then whatever it says in terms of millimeters, so 70 to 200, will actually give you more zoom than what you want. So that might convert to like a 250 or 300 millimeter. I can't remember the exact conversion, but just something to keep in mind. All right, so if you buy this camera, here it is, kind of out of the, not the box. This is a kind of an older, well, it's a newer camera, but it's we're not opening it up for the first time. I did not like the original strap that came with it, so I definitely switched out the strap to something a little more comfortable. You just saw there me kind of squeezing that preferred strap. Now this is the tripod that I highly recommend. Notice it's got a ball at the top. It's not your standard cheap tripod. For, I don't know, 180, 200, $150. I highly recommend this. It's going to last you years. And more importantly, this ball feature gives you a lot of versatility whenever you kind of need it. You can see it's rotating here. You don't have to grease it. There's no maintenance. At least I haven't had to maintenance to do anything with it. And it kind of firms up really snugly when you tighten that down. Now the legs do extend out all the way, so if you shorten up the legs and then extend them out if you're doing some wildlife shots and you need to get down on the ground to kind of maintain stability on a very low profile, you can of course do that. That middle piece does slide all the way out in case you do need to kick those legs out for whatever reason. And also, very conveniently, this tripod allows you to take photographs of something on the ground. So if you're photographing like, a flower, or if you want to digitize a print photo or take a picture of a photo, so to speak, I've done that before. You can hook up your lens or your camera to the tripod and tilt it downward and get great stability. All right, so here is the camera mounted to the ball tripod. You can see very easy. It just mounts to the underneath. There's threaded screws below the camera. And we'll go ahead and pop this screen open. Now this is a full touch screen. It allows you to rotate so you can see pictures out like this. Or as you saw originally, you can rotate it and then fold the screen out so you can see it. Or you can protect the screen and just kind of fold the screen inward. Okay. So if you're looking to, I think this is unnecessary to have the screen out like this, but maybe you prefer that. You can still have the screen in, so it's not folded out like that, and still be able to see the screen. Let me put my camera up to the viewfinder here, and you can get a sense for what it kind of looks like looking through the lens. Now my camera on my recording camera here, there we go, let's get that in focus for you. All right, so you can see it is measuring the focal distance and really fast focal speed, and then obviously you can turn your lens to zoom in and to zoom out. You can see the green aperture and shutter speed readings down below, along with your ISO and other measurements that the camera is taking. Really fast, very responsive when you click the shutter, and there is a beautiful picture right there that shows up for several seconds on the viewfinder unless you hit that play button to go back and view it. So very impressed with the viewfinder. It's a high quality image that you can see back, not the viewfinder, the touch screen there. You can look at that, look at those colors. That's pretty nice. Very impressed with that. You can actually take pictures with that as well. So as I just put my hand in front of the camera, you could see it was streaming it live, so to speak, to the to the screen there. Here's the standard lens, a better look. You've got your rotating zoom right there, and if you wanted to flip over to manual focus, you could easily do that. It's got image stability, which is a nice little feature, nice little bonus, and give you some more visuals here of what this looks like. As I mentioned earlier, you can fold that touch screen in like that. That provides it a little extra protection if you don't want it to get knocked or bumped or whatnot. So I prefer this. Now here's the toggle switch between video and photo. It does take really nice movies or videos. So again, I don't remember the exact specs, but it's amazing. All right, so to record video, just press that record button. Pretty self-explanatory. You saw a red dot there on the screen indicating that it was indeed recording. Got lots of menu options, more than I can possibly go over, so you'll just have to take my word for it. There's lots of options there, but here's where you can activate Wi-Fi or deactivate it if you're not interested in doing that for transferring your photos, change the image quality, and a host of other basic and very advanced level features. So Lots of options here for you, which is great for a mid-range camera. And on playback mode, you also have some menu options too. And everything is fully, you can do it with the buttons on the screen, or you can, as I'm doing here, you can basically activate everything by touch screen on the screen itself. So that's really a nice feature to, switch through different pictures that you've taken on the playback mode, or press play or whatnot. All right, up here is where you can control, you can also do this on the touchscreen, but all your drive, your ISO, and other functions. You've got a really nice rubberized grip here, so it fits the right hand really well. All you left-handers out there, sorry, but I assume that's an issue you have to deal with no matter which camera you buy. It seems like they're all biased toward right-handed people. So anyway, here's the flash. You can manually activate the flash button. Just slide that dial to the P mode, so one of your program mode on the manual option, and then you'll click that flash button and it'll pop right up. Obviously on the automatic settings, your flash button will not manually pop up because you've asked the camera to be on automatic, so it will decide, not you. So there we go. Get a little better here. Let me activate that flash. You saw what that was like. And so the flash is adequate. It definitely puts out a huge amount of light, kind of whitens out the subject in this particular scene that we're shooting here. So I don't prefer that right now. I like much more the natural setting, especially since it's on a tripod. You're not going to get, it'll be stable enough where you're not going to get any blurry pictures. There's no movement in the subject that I'm shooting anyway. All right, so another view here of the standard lens. It's got some really nice glass. And the aperture is not what you're going to find if you buy a very expensive lens, but it's good enough, I assure you. It will get you through most basic indoor settings, as I'm doing here. You can see I have the lights on behind me, but yeah, no issues at all here. Obviously, if you're shooting in low light situations, you're going to want a tripod anyway. And this is the review. Highly recommended single lens reflex mid-range camera for you. So hopefully this video again has been helpful in helping you make a good purchasing decision with lots of options out there. For more videos, be sure to subscribe. Thanks.